All right. Are we live? Okay. I think we're live. Let me just check real quick here. Make sure. Yep. Cool. We are live. All right. What's going on, everybody? Okay. I think I owe everyone an explanation, right? For everyone who joins me, who's been joining me for how long has it been now, Shannon? For I guess maybe a year, almost a year, maybe at 7 p.m. Central. Yeah. I recently changed my schedule here. It's just I've been so busy, and let me just tell everybody real quick. I'll just get right to it. I do a show at 2 p.m. Central, and I go live on Lindell TV, frankspeech.com. Y'all know what that is, right? I go live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Central. And then I do another live at 5 p.m. Central on LFA TV. LFA TV. And you can get to either one of them by going to uaf.media. uaf.media, just like you see it right there. Right there. uaf.media. If you go there, you'll see the Lindell TV. You see LFA TV. 2 o'clock. And actually, we need to update the times, Shannon, on our website for the times for that too. So
yeah, we will.
So that's the reason why I haven't been here at 7 p.m. But I'm looking to, get it back up. I'm just trying to figure out where I can do it, where I don't like killing myself, right? Because it's calls for a lot of work. So what I plan on doing, plan on doing this little special reports here in the evening, right? Special reports. But when you want to see the full on show, it'll be on LFA TV and Lindell TV. All right, let's get right here to it. So we want to talk about the border crisis, right? There's a straight up crisis that's happening, and it's almost like they're doing it on purpose to destroy America, right? You have Mayor Adams. He's actually kicking and screaming and complaining about the border crisis in New York. And the reason why he's complaining about it is because of all the people that have showed up in his city. Now, you know what? Mayor Adams wouldn't be complaining about it if the federal government just kept feeding him money, right? They're not getting any money to deal with this situation in New York. The money's going overseas to Ukraine. So why would Mayor Adams think that he's going to get money? We're talking about the United States of America. The Biden regime has put America last. They completely expressed it. They're not even hiding the fact that's what they're doing now. They're putting America last. Well, let's do split screen on it. Do split screen here because I want to show this video with Mayor Adams here. Yeah, do that. Look at this. Listen to Mayor Adams. This was back in 2022. This was right before the midterms. Now, I want y'all to listen to what he says. And he purposely says what he says here on ABC because it was going into the midterm election. And now he's actually doing all this complaining about it. But listen to what he says here. This is so rich because, of course, he's touting that we are a sanctuary city and we're going to remain that way, basically. Listen to what he says. And while you're at it, please share the video.
During your campaign to keep New York City a sanctuary, a city, do you have any concern that policy is attracting more people to the border?
Now listen to this. Because New York is a sanctuary city, he's being asked a question. Do you think that's attracting more people to come to the southern border? Listen to what he says.
People to cross the border to make that dangerous trip?
No, not at all. This city has always been a sanctuary city, and we've always managed those who wanted to come to New York City to pursue the American dream.
Really? You hear that? We've always pursued everyone who wants to come to America to pursue the American dream. This is what he's saying, to pursue the American dream. Now, let's fast forward to today. Listen to what he's saying now. This is just this month. This is only the 7th day in this month. Listen to what he's saying now.
Tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City.
But he just said that they are a sanctuary city. So what's the problem, Mayor Adams? What's the problem? Why are you kicking and screaming about it now? Why do you have such a major problem about it now? Because he's not getting money from the federal government. If he was getting money from the federal government, he wouldn't have any problems with it. He'd be all about it. He'd be down with it. But because he's not getting the money from the federal government, he's kicking and screaming. And there's another part to this video that you don't hear. He actually says that there's, let's see if he says it here, because he talks about Governor Abbott.
And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem. Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We had a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted. All of us. And so I say to you, as I turn it over to you, this is some of the most educated, some of the most knowledgeable, probably more of my commissioners and deputy commissioners and chiefs live in this community. So as you ask me a question about migrants, tell me what role you played. How many of you organized to stop what they're doing to us? How many of you were part of the movement to say, we're seeing what this mayor is trying to do, and they're destroying New York City? It's going to come to your neighborhoods. All of us are going to be impacted by this. I said it last year when we had 15,000. I'm telling you now, with 110,000, the city we knew, we're about to lose. And we're all in this together, all of us. Staten Island is saying, send them out to Manhattan. Manhattan is saying, send them out to Queens. Queens is saying, send them out to Brooklyn.
Now, he's talking about, you know, there's Governor Abbott. He's complaining about Governor Abbott sending him to Queens, sending him to New York. But do y'all remember Joe Biden was putting him on airplanes in the middle of the night? Y'all remember that? In the dead of night, he was putting them on airplanes and sending them to Florida, sending them to New York, sending them to different places. And then Governor Abbott was putting these buoys on the river to prevent these people from crossing over the river coming into the country illegally. And he doesn't have, and he's complaining about Governor Abbott. Isn't that what you want Governor Abbott to do? And then guess what? If you were support Governor Abbott in his efforts in protecting the American people, you wouldn't be experiencing this. How idiotic can you be? I mean, it's like the most dumbest thing ever. It really is. Look at this. This is footage right here. Split screen it for me. This is footage right here from New York, where they in this hotel, and the hotel's owned by who, Shannon? By a Pakistani group, a Pakistani government.
Yeah,
owns this.
Pakistan owns it.
Listen, watch, look at this. So they take all these migrants and they're putting them in this hotel, and it's like, this is not the only hotel. There's multiple hotels like this in New York. This is a crisis that should never be taking place, but yet it's taking place. This wasn't happening under President Trump. And you know what? They kept screaming, talking about we're a sanctuary city. We're a sanctuary city. When President Trump was in office, we're a sanctuary city. We're a sanctuary city. All because they wanted to make it look like President Trump was racist, like President Trump didn't care, like President Trump didn't care about humanity at all. That's the only reason why they were screaming sanctuary city. That's the only reason, right? That's the only reason. Well, let's put this article up on the screen before I play this one. I want y'all to look at this article. Look at this article, right? We got this article, and this was on Fox News. And I mean, this is wild, everybody.
Yeah, it says Chicago O'Hare's airport used as a migrant shelter as crisis overwhelms the city like a scene from Mad Max. Well, they have about 500 people there. There's no showers. They say the bathrooms are disgusting. It's absolutely horrible. And the migrants or the illegal people, they're actually complaining about the accommodations that they're receiving. They're saying that the food is horrible, and it's a sad situation. So let me read this article real quick. It says Chicago leaders are facing backlash over hundreds of migrants being housed at O'Hare International Airport, one of the nation's busiest airports. It says more than 400 migrants are reportedly being housed in a section of the airport hidden from public view. They put up big black tarps behind curtains up from 31 people in August. Kelly said the airport is one of 18 migrant shelters in Chicago.
Wow. So this is in Chicago. And so is this. This is in Chicago. Now I want y'all to listen to these people that voted, right? They voted for what's happening in their city right now. Everyone you see on the screen right now, they voted for what's happening in Chicago. Why are you complaining? You voted for it. Why are you complaining?
All these resources that have not come to us, now you want to overly compensate for people who never lived here before, and we need to be taken care of first and foremost before anything else happens here.
Yes. Why would any leader put our black communities already riddled with crime at further risk by placing unvetted non-taxpayers steps away from our seniors, our children, and our homes we've worked so hard on our own to secure?
We are at war, people. Our communities are at war. They are violating our communities, and we asking that we across the country, we asking and we're demanding for office of Black America, or whatever you want to call it, to deal with issues like this.
Now, y'all hear him, right? He said we're at war, right? The Democrats have been at war with the American people. But the interesting thing, once again, and I'm just kind of curious, I would love to ask them the question, well, who did you vote for? As if y'all didn't see this coming before now. How did y'all not see this? See, this is what you call low information voter. And that's exactly what they want Democrats to be, low information voters, so they will continue voting for the predicament that they're in right now. That's how that works. You know what? There's so many people, especially in the black community, they try to act like, they walk around kings and call themselves kings and queens and even gods. I mean, they do it all the time. I know people that do it all the time. But yet they turn around and they support this stupidity. They support the very entity that put them in this predicament. And it's like they can't grasp what's happening. I'm willing to bet right now they're probably blaming Governor Abbott. They're probably blaming President Trump. They're blaming everybody, but who's actually causing the problem. This is like so bizarre to me. And I don't understand why they can't figure it out. It's like they don't know. Why don't they know? It's really not that difficult. It's really not.
I did get placed on a wait list, but I was told that the immigrants were taking priority. That's a story that a lot of people don't know, and it hurt me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I understand we need to be humanitarians, but these people my participants are third and fourth generation Chicagoans, born, bred, fed, and raised here. My grandmother, Mayrella Carrington, rest in peace, always said, Craig, charity starts at home first, and then it goes abroad.
I mean, really? again, I'm still asking the question here. You know, they're complaining about the situation. That's, you know, it's kind of obvious that everyone's seeing the situation, what's going on. I mean, it's right there in our face, right? It's right there in their faces. They're complaining. And wait a minute, Chicago's a sanctuary city too. Why are y'all complaining? Right? Why are you complaining? Y'all voted for this. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be someone sending me putting a comment or sending me a message where you hate your own people. You hate your own people. You hate them, don't you? And I'm like, are you not seeing what's happening here? These people don't have to be in this predicament. They don't have to be living in this condition. It could have all been prevented. I don't want this for them, but apparently you do. And there's probably some people in there that hate the fact that I'm saying this. You want these people to be miserable. I don't. White Republicans don't want them to be miserable, but you do. Make that make sense. See, this is the problem. This is what I don't understand. They can't grasp what's actually happening here. They're not putting two and two together. And all you're doing is you just get upset. You're seeing color. That's all you're seeing. You're seeing color and you be like, oh my goodness, it must be a racist thing here. Governor Abbott did not do this to these people. Governor Abbott put up buoys to try to prevent this from happening. And what, you're going to be upset with him? Joe Biden was flying the people to these cities. Oh, the sanctuary city here, sanctuary city there, sanctuary everywhere. Then they're sending them there, and then guess who's complaining about it? Really? Really? Look at this. Put this article up on the screen. Look at this. You're muted.
It says, outrageous Border Patrol agent reveals Biden regime gives $2,200 of taxpayer money per illegal immigrant family plus a plane ticket for housing, food, and free medical services. It says the Border Patrol Union has laid into Homeland Security for telling migrants and smugglers where and when it will conduct targeted enforcement 2 days before Title 42 expires. The dispute broke out between U.S. government department tasked with securing the nation's border and the union of agents working for them, just as record numbers of migrants are streaming across the southern border in their thousands. Late Monday night, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, together with the Department of Homeland Security, announced that Immigration and Customs Enforcement would be conducting a targeting enforcement operation in El Paso, Texas. The operation would see officers with federal employees to look and track down migrants who came across the U.S. border illegally and who escaped any sort of processing by immigration authorities. But the agents are saying that they are not doing enough, that this is a huge problem at the border. And they're mad, Will. They're mad because these people are getting more money than people on Social Security.
Yeah.
They're getting more money than the people in Maui.
Yeah.
Who lost their home.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let's go. I want to go back to the split screen here because I want to finish playing this because, again, the illegal immigrants, they're getting $2,200 a month. Split screen it for me. $2,200 a month. $2,200 a month that they're receiving. So they're receiving $2,200 a month when the people in Hawaii got $700 and told to shut up. How does that work? It's America last. Illegal immigrants, $2,200 a month. They're getting medical care, right? They're getting housing, right? They're getting amenities. They're getting whatever it is that they need, plus $2,200 a month. And they told those in Hawaii, here's your $700 per household and to shut up because you're American. You're American. You come last. And these people, I'm willing to bet these people here voted for that. I'm willing to bet during the summer of love, all of them out there marching against their best interests. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm willing to bet a group of these people out there were marching in the summer of love.
Politically, having over 500 people in our community would completely wipe out any interest we have.
Many of these migrants have been dumped in our neighborhoods without a plan in place to monitor and house them long term. I'm not
Really. And this lady, and they're talking about when they brought him in. This, I remember seeing this video. They brought him in. You can take it off the screen, where they were saying they wanted them to sell the property, sell everything, sell their stuff, sell it away, sell it. And she's like, don't sell. Right? It's kind of same thing like they were doing like they're doing right now in Hawaii, trying to get everyone to sell their property. Sell your property. Get rid of your property. Sell your property. You only have $700. You can't live off of that. You can't live off of that $700. Sell it. And we're going to buy it from you completely less than what you should be getting. We're going to buy it from you. Pennies. Less than pennies on the dollar. Less than pennies on the dollar. And they're telling people to shut up. Okay, let me get to this one real quick. You remember President Trump? He actually sat down with Nancy Pelosi and Chucky Ducky Schumer. He sat down with them. And was talking about the southern border. Well, what do you think happened? Remember, they were trying to say President Trump was racist. President Trump put all these kids in cages. Remember, they showed the pictures of President Trump putting the kids in cages. Oh, wait a minute. Those pictures from when Obama was in office, not President Trump. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was when Obama was in office. But who cares? We'll just say it was President Trump. We'll just put that story out there and tell everyone it was under President Trump and not Obama, even though that's when the pictures came. Listen, this is exactly what we need from a leader. President Trump, he took control over the border situation. He wasn't playing around with it. He did it to protect us. Watch this. This is so good. If you haven't hit the share button, you know what? I was going to say highly recommend, but no, I'm going to say this. Please, if you haven't shared this video as of yet, share it right now.
You want to know something?
You said it.
Okay, you want to put that on
You
my...
said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
Absolutely.
fair enough.
And I am proud, and I'll tell you what,
disagree.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country.
Exactly. Drugs pouring into our country. The human trafficking that's taking place. And isn't it interesting that it's like the Democrats don't want to stop the human trafficking of children? Why not? What happened to the 87,000, was it 87,000 children that are missing? And now they're actually saying it's more than that. And they're saying it's probably up to 1 million children actually missing. Oh, isn't that something, right? Oh, but don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. This is what we need in a leader. We need Trump. We need Trump to come back because Trump knows how to handle these people. And see, they're so terrified of President Trump coming back and fixing it, they don't know how to act.
So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. The last time you shut it down, it didn't work. I will take the mantle of shutting down. And I'm going to shut it down for border
But we
security.
believe you shouldn't shut it down.
I'm going to shut it down for border security. I'm going to shut it down for border security. He said, I'm going to shut down the government for border security, meaning I'm willing to shut down the government if that's what it's going to take to protect the American people. I'm going to put America first. Who does, you know what? I bet you know what? Split screen it one more time for me. Split screen it one more time. Do you think these people are wishing Trump was back now? Do you think that they're wishing President Trump say shut down the government, close the border? Do you think that they would want that right now? What do you think? I'm willing to bet they're going, oh, I hate Trump, but he was right. He had mean tweets, but Trump was right. All right. Wow. Okay, everybody, that's it for me. Thank you so much. Hey, please share this video. Share this video. It's going to get a lot crazier in the days to come. Y'all need to get ready.